Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DRich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, DRich.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich, and today is Friday, May 21st, 2021. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope that everyone is doing well. And again, as always, I hope that this video finds everyone in good health, good spirits, and good energy. And again, I thank you for tuning in to yesterday's video, and I hope that you guys got something out of it. Anyway, guys, the reason why you see this up on the screen first, I want to go over it a little bit real quick because I think it's interesting to share key points and things with the audience, which is different. This is a book that I'm currently reading that I purchased over this past weekend. It's called Maximum Momentum: How to Get It and How to Keep It. And what I wanted to do, just something different today. Go over the introduction. I just want to read the introduction to you guys today because, maximum momentum always is needed and necessary. And I just wanted to go over this because on this channel, I always try to talk positive and make sure that people are keeping their head up, keeping their focus, and keeping their energy to higher levels, removing negative from that. But anyway, guys, this is all for you. So I just wanted to read it just real quick. I hope you don't mind. Are your best days ahead or behind you? It is an interesting question to ask. It is an easy question to answer, but it is a hard question to answer truthfully. Most people feel entitled to have their best days ahead, and then they wonder what went wrong when they discover that it isn't so. What happened? Who can they blame? We're left to wonder. How do some people always seem to be in the right place at the right time? Is it luck, or is it something else? Assessing the question, are my best days ahead or behind? In a key component of the study of momentum, it has been a way of life for me. It's reflected in every decision I make, every brand I see, every town I visit, every employee I hire, every politician I consider, every post on social media I read or write, every meeting I have, every race I run. All go through the same best days ahead test. Is this going somewhere? Will it lead to something positive? I know one thing. I always want to be a part of whatever is in the best days ahead category. People who know me, that I never say to something that carries a sense of possibility or optimism, even if it means overcommitting, double booking, or traveling around the world. I follow each opportunity because I never know where it will lead. If it's moving, I'm going to keep moving with it. In the movie Annie Hall, Alvy Singer is having a conversation with Annie Hall, and he says, a relationship, I think, is like a shark, It has to constantly move forward or it dies. And what we got on our hands is a dead shark. A shark stays alive by moving forward. It has to keep its momentum or it dies. That is pretty extreme. But that's my story. I am that shark. That's not to say I am predatory. I'm just always moving forward, always training, maintaining momentum. For me, momentum takes constant work. It doesn't just happen, and it's definitely not easy. You have to be savvy, nimble, and one step ahead all of the time. I have achieved maximum momentum through momentum milestones that have kept me moving forward. And here are some of my early ones. So it goes on into the book and starts going into describing some of his early achievements by achieving momentum and keeping that momentum moving forward so that you don't slow up or slack up, because sometimes we are naturally procrastinators. We naturally procrastinate. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys got something out of that. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get right into today's video. As always, we talked to you about the coin market cap. Let's go ahead and give that a fresh refresher real quick. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want to get the book, you're more than welcome to. I like to read. I like to put new information in my brain to try to help me not only self-improve, but to think a little bit different in regards to trying to maximize myself and my potential. But anyway, Bitcoin's dominance is at 43.3%. Ethereum is at 17.8%. As Bitcoin is trading at $37,554. And Ethereum is down to 2465, down over 15% in the last 24 hours. And Binance Coin is at 334.10, down almost 18% there in the last 24 hours. And Cardano, which we will be talking about briefly here on the video today, down over 15%, almost 16% at $1.56, sitting at number 5. And our beloved XRP is at $1.03. Again, a great buying opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, at $1.03. I mean, you're pretty much almost one for one. And, if it goes up back to its previously all-time high, which was this year at about $1.90, not $1.91, you're making good profit at that point. But overall, down 15% over the last 24 hours. Dogecoin at 35 cents there at number 7, and Polkadot at 23.80 at number 8. And ICP 144.43, down almost 20%. And again, it went back up, and it looks like it's going back down. And somehow, some way, we got a stable coin, which is cool by me because it runs with Stellar, which is the USDC. So, you got to look at that partnership there and connection as well. So anyway, guys, look, the market is taking a brutal beating. And again, this is a great opportunity to get some of these cryptocurrencies or digital assets at these low prices. When they come down, just stay your course. Look at that Terra Luna right there. Boom, it's coming back down. It's coming back down because I've talked about missing that boat where I had got some and got out of it. And, I had, shamed myself. IOTA, we'll be talking about that a little bit today as well at $1.17. I'm highly high on IOTA and Algorand, and which we'll be talking about under $1 there. You get rewards on those as far as I know Algorand does. But anyway, guys, look, the market is fresh and primed for you to get up in there if you need to get your bags packed up. Okay. So anyway, I'm looking for more blood in the market because, like that guy said, you got to be the shark, got to keep on moving. Ooh, Decentraland, wow, 80 cents. Woof. That's a good. That is a very good buying opportunity if you ask me. Again, guys, this is never financial advice when I'm talking on the videos. Never. I'm not a financial advisor. But I just like to do my little research. Harmony, 10 cents there. And I think you could get Harmony over on Binance.us there. Again, do your due diligence, do your research, come to your own discernment, and use your skill set. Whatever you're good at, be consistent. Being consistent with your skill set. Okay. So I got this dispatch number 36. Strong hands beat fear. From Nexo. I am part of the Nexo community where they do send me a lot of information about their products and their websites and stuff like that. But just wanted to go over this real brief. In this patch of your weekly dispatch, a sea of red in crypto markets, as we can see. China's old is new crypto move and potential U.S. regulatory reversals. And the biggest scare of this bull market is so far happening May 19th, which was Wednesday. Could be a day that lives in crypto infamy. Bitcoin crashed more than 30%. Ethereum crashed nearly 40%, and billions of dollars were wiped out in forced liquidations. And you surely are sick of the endless rounds of discussion about what caused the dip. But in Dispatch, we try not to only give insights. We also want to make sure that whatever all the rage today remains is in tomorrow's arches. So time to dissect the sea of red. FUD certainly played a part in Elon's environmentally motivated turnabout. Certainly didn't help things. Tether critics have been back out in force since they made their first reserve attestation, Bitcoin being used as ransom in the Colonium Pipeline saga brought the crypto is for crime narrative right back. And of course, there was the China and more on that. So guys, I mean, I won't read the whole thing. It's a little bit lengthy on the read. But, you know, I just wanted to cover these few narratives as we've been going over them this on the channel. Tether, as we know, anytime Tether pumps a lot of money into the market, that's when Bitcoin goes up. And then also you have the Bitcoin narrative being used as ransom for the Colonial Pipeline. And again, we're getting ready from some sort of cyber attacks. If you want to go back, we've had the Federal Reserve hack not too long ago. We've had multiple hacks, and if you look over into other countries, you're starting to see medical facilities and hospitals and things like that being hacked. And then you even go back to all of the Facebook stuff and the Twitter stuff and all of even what was it? Indeed, all of these other LinkedIn, all of these places getting information hacked. So they're just painting the narrative, trying to get the public awakened to it. So when it actually happens, there's no surprise. But here on this channel, we will always discuss narratives and possibilities and the writing on the wall. And for Elon to talk about environmentally cryptos, yeah, I believe that he has a lot to do with a lot. And I'm not going to exclude any of his narratives as just any type of banter to get you to get out of a position. I think that he's actually telling you stuff in a way where you either believe him or you don't. And I believe most of the things that he says will eventually come out to be true because, I mean, the guy has done some amazing things. So I don't want to doubt him. And then we also had talked about China banning some of their institutions from allowing investors to purchase crypto. So, I mean, it's all a bunch. But if you guys are new into crypto, ladies and gentlemen, just go ahead and hold your position. Continue to add to your position when possible. Again, never break yourself to where you're not taking care of your personal responsibilities, where you live on a day-to-day basis, making sure that your family has food on their table, your bills are paid, and you know you have gas in your car where you can get to and from work, making sure that your electric bills and things like that are paid. And again, if you have opportunity to buy, then buy, but never short yourself where you don't have enough fiat currency to take care of your needs until something else changes in that regard to cryptocurrency, and a transition is at that point. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into what Gary Gensler, GG, says. The SEC should be ready to enforce crypto cases to protect investors. This is coming from FX Street. Okay, yes, Securities and Exchange Commission Chief GG revealed his intentions to sue bad actors in the cryptocurrency industry. The SEC had highlighted investor protection as one of the primary reasons behind the move, And this move come after the administration requested crypto exchanges report transactions over 10,000 to the IRS. Well, guys, it's plain and simple. I just don't even transact anything over $10,000, and I keep everything on my ledger, and I transact everything through a crypto debit card, things like that. So at the end of the day, I like to bypass some of this stuff. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission chairman stated today that the regulator is ready to take on cases involving cryptocurrencies. Now, if you want to get bad actors out of there, like those pumping and dumping Tether into the market, or you got bad actors who are scamming people, yeah, let's do that. If you are getting rid of people who are putting out, things to persuade people to buy certain cryptocurrencies that are not legit, yeah, get rid of those people. Ban them from even getting on any social media platforms. This is much deeper than that, but who am I to say anything? And here's a quote: as we continue to stay abreast of those developments, the SEC and FINRA should be ready to bring cases involving issues such as crypto, cyber, and fintech. So, again, these guys just want to come in here and try to bully people around, get people out of their positions, scare them, things like that. Again, on this channel, we always talk about being alert, paying attention to scams. If I promote something wrong, the only thing I could do is apologize for it and not promote the crap anymore. And this is why I appreciate some of the subscribers in the comments telling me to focus on what is proper, what is going to be legit, which is XRP, which is XLM, and those cryptocurrencies that will have legitimate regulatory clarity for what our purpose is, which is building wealth, not trying to take away from it. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to put this article out there. We'll see what happens. SEC also proposes rule to allow crypto projects time to decentralize. Really? These guys are kind of making me sick because they just switched out the Sunshine Act meeting to next Friday, I believe, the 27th, or next Thursday. Excuse me if I was wrong on that. But yeah, whatever. Again, I believe that everything has this purpose, and, everything will come to a head all at one time, and there will be something that we all wake up to one morning, and boom, there's clarity, and all of a sudden we're just surprised. So that's just me when it comes to that. Anyway, I ran into this article here. This was written July 21st, 2019. Ripple versus Stellar, the history, rivalry, and the future. Many people consider Ripple and Stellar as very similar. In fact, some even think that Stellar is a fork of Ripple. Despite the many similarities that both networks have, they actually different. They are actually different entities with differing governing principles and philosophies. So what is the history of Ripple and Stellar? Are they rivals? And what does that mean for their futures? Once upon a time, years ago, two associates decided to work together to build a blockchain-based solution to facilitate cross-border payments between financial institutions. They were Chris Larsen and Jed McCaleb, and the company they founded to build the solution, which was named Ripple. 2 years on, in 2014, McCaleb decided to leave the company due to differences in opinion, subsequently founding Stellar, which also offer fast and affordable cross-border remittance solution, but with different target markets from Ripple. As you can see, they had different philosophies. You can read all about that. Okay, and then you got Ripple, which aims to solve the issue using their partner technology to enable financial institutions to directly transact with each other without the involvement of any third parties. And when you work with people and you have superior information or knowledge, yeah, you kind of bump heads and you go and create two different cryptocurrencies that solve actually two different problems, which is awesome. So whereas for Stellar, the main idea behind this development is to provide fast and cheap international money transfers for everyday people, particularly those included in world's unbanked or underbanked populations. So guys, when it comes to the Stellar network, I mean, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Although financial institutions like banks can also utilize Stellar's technology for cross-border payment services, the Stellar Development Foundation makes it clear that their main focus is to connect people to low-cost financial services to fight poverty and develop individual potential, as clearly mentioned on their website. And additionally, Stellar's altruistic ideas are also shown by the fact that the Stellar Development Foundation is a non-profit organization. So you guys can read the rest of this. I'll leave it here in the description. Okay, and you can read all about it. There's much more to understand about their partnerships and their, like their cohesiveness and duality, I guess you want to call it. And I think that they're going to be two monsters in the crypto space here in a short period of time. And again, that's why I believe XLM is flying way under the radar as far as anything is concerned. And this is why I believe that those prices are dirt cheap at the moment. So anyway, let's go ahead and move forward. This is the judge that denied Ripple's bid to bar SEC from seeking foreign info on XRP. This is from Forecast. And this is written by Michelle Lim, May 20th. And that is 2021 here. And let's go get into it. In a legal win for the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, a judge has denied Ripple Labs' request for the SEC to stop using requests for assistance to foreign regulators to obtain information on Ripple and XRP transactions overseas. The U.S. Magistrate Judge Sharon Netburn, in her ruling, also ordered the SEC to produce all documents obtained through the use of formal requests. In addition, the SEC was directed to produce copies of all previously served requests within 14 days and any subsequent requests within 14 days of their service so as to improve transparency in the process. And the SEC also will need to produce a privilege log when it believes it has a proper claim of privilege. The court concludes that the SEC's use of the request is permissible and not an affront to the court's jurisdiction, Netburn wrote in her ruling. Is the use of such formal requests proper? Last month, Ripple Labs, its CEO Brad Garlinghouse and Executive Chairman Chris Larson argued in a joint letter to the judge that the SEC was pursuing discovery outside the scope of federal rules and the Hague Convention by improperly leveraging memoranda of understanding with foreign regulators, who then, at the SEC's request, serve burdensome document requests on entities under the foreign regulator's jurisdiction. The MOU process involves a foreign securities regulator in the discovery process, which has significant impact on the recipient of the request, including Ripple's overseas business partners, and amounts of unwarranted intimidation tactics, Ripple's lawyers wrote. So anyway, guys, in my personal opinion, I don't think this is a bad thing. I think that it is a good thing for discovery, because what happens is when you begin to discover other parties that say, for instance, XRP is not a security, it's more of a digital currency, or is for cross-border payments, or it can be transaction for a large scale amounts of money being moved. I think once that is discovered and that information is worked out and understood by the SEC, then I think that this is just water under the bridge. And again, it's a lot of financial banter back and forth. It's like theater. So if you can kind of see through all of the smoke screens and things like that, there's nothing to worry about. And again, as XRP comes down to $1. You're almost, again, guys, you're getting 1-for-1, and you're not going to have it any better. But I do believe that it could go a little bit lower. If it does, I'll stake another position at those prices, and then again, on certain exchanges that I do have XRP, I want a dollar cost average on those holdings, so that I don't mess up that dollar cost. But anyway, as the prices get lower, then obviously we're good with that. The global shift to explore CBDs. This is also something about Ripple XRP. This is coming from Ripple.com. The global shift to explore CBDCs. Unsurprisingly, the pandemic has driven many of us to rely on digital forms of payment over cash, and in fact, 25% of U.S. consumers use less cash now than they did in March 2020. And additionally, government policies around the world are now pushing towards digital currency adoption to foment contactless payments. And for example, China's central bank branch is looking into eliminating banknotes from certain sectors, but without cash payments. What will be the alternative for central banks? Enter central bank digital currency, CBDCs. A CBDC is a sovereign equivalent of private cryptocurrencies and digital assets issued on and controlled by the country's central bank and used by people and businesses for retail payments. The overall mission of CBDCs is simple, which is to move money like information to stay on top of today's constantly evolving digital market, and central banks must actively review the pros and cons of offering a private digital currency in their region. In fact, 86% of central banks are already investigating potential CBDC adoption, with over half already progressing from research to pilot projects. China has started trials of the yuan currency with a proposed launch date of February 2022. European officials want to launch a digital euro by 2025, and the Bahamas has put its version, the sand dollar, into circulation. The United States announced it explores the digital dollar, which is a tokenized version of the dollar as we know it. So, guys, I think that this might move a little bit faster. And again, when it comes to CBDC, what I do believe, and I might be overthinking it, but say, for instance, if you make a transaction through e-commerce, you would then have to convert to their currency of choice, which would be like, say, for instance, the yuan, which is already digital, where all of their digital dollars stay within that area. Okay, with the euro, the digital euro, all of the digital euro will be transacted and stayed over there in their boundaries. Just like with the digital dollars, you can only use digital dollars here in the United States. So if people are doing commerce, import, export, they would then have to convert to the currency where they are purchasing. And I think that would also trickle down to the everyday investor or the everyday person who facilitates a transaction, whether it be here in the United States or, say, for instance, wherever they might have a digital currency of choice, which I do believe will be a basket of currencies, kind of like your SDR, whatnot. And same with cryptocurrencies, they'll have their select few, which we'll get into, which I do believe those select few will most likely be a part of that basket and attached to something significant. Some of the key benefits to CBDCs, which will enhance existing payment systems and promote financial inclusion, encourage greater competition, foster innovation, and also maintain control. And then also there has to be some interoperabilities, which are the key to success. By 2024, at least half of the world's population is expected to use digital wallets for transactions that will be valued at more than $9 trillion annually. So, guys, when we see the market cap come under, the crypto market cap come under $2 trillion, that's just nothing. That's just something that's going to be a blip on the radar when you're doing $9 trillion annually. And with this in mind, every CBDC will need to have some level of interoperability built in. Interoperability is the ability to share and assess information across multiple networks without the need for an intermediary, thus reducing costs and saving time for parties involved. A BIS survey found that improving the efficiency of payments was the key motivation to adopting CBDCs, and rightfully so, without seamless domestic and cross-border functionality, which most CBDCs will significantly underachieve that potential. Okay, the ripple impact. In March 2021, we announced our CBDC solution that can provide central banks a secure, controlled, and flexible means of issuing and managing digital currencies. The CBDC's private ledger is based on the same blockchain technology that powers the XRPL and is also leverages the RippleNet technologies and the Interledger Protocol, which is the ILP, bringing the best technologies together to support central banks' needs. Ripple is currently engaging with the central banks to discuss how our private ledger can help them achieve their CBDC goals. And Ripple is looking forward to the next evolution of money. And for more details on CBDCs, check out our CBDCs and interoperability webinar. Get in touch with CBDC at ripple.com to find out how your organization can get involved. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to say anything more. These guys are going straight to the banks with the solution, with the problem that they have, and they're offering it. Now again, if these guys don't get on board and they're not, adequate enough or, capable enough to see the writing on the wall, then that will be something that they need to figure out on their own, because they will no longer exist. So when you start seeing different type of banks pop up, not even banks, just, like a little mobile mart, you're starting to see ATMs with the ability to buy Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. When those start popping up, the game is over. Okay, the gig is up, and you got to get on board. And this is why CBDC is important. Yes, they're going to have their control, their leverage, but it has to all be interoperable and transparent. Will we have access to their private ledgers? Probably not. But, when we see transactions of large scale, it will be on the blockchain. So anyway, moving forward, this is coming from flare.finance/#DeFi. And guys, this is from the Flare Network website. I guess this was on their Twitter today. And I just wanted to go over it briefly because a lot of people are seeing some things. The first DeFi platform built on the Flare network, institutional grade decentralized finance, harnessing the true potential of the Flare network. You could go ahead and read their white paper right there. And then I just wanted to go over this real quick because we talked about Cardano possibly going on their network. Guys, I don't want to speculate. I'm not saying that this is true, but we do see it right here. And again, I will say I'm going to hold off on that because I don't believe this will be a match. This is just my personal opinion. But if they do, then I'm more convinced that Cardano will have some longevity attached to it when it joins this ecosystem. However, what I do want to point out is IOTA. I'm very high on IOTA. Very confident that IOTA will be part of those basket of currencies. You can learn about it on iota.org. I don't get paid to promote none of this stuff. I just do my own research, come to my own conclusions, and you can really read a lot about this stuff on your own terms. But I just wanted to point it out when it comes to different type of cryptocurrencies. All right. And then lastly, what I wanted to go over before I end today's video, is this right here, which is the Interledger Protocol family and ISO 222 ecosystem. This was last dated up 7/24/2020. I'm not sure where this came from, but I seen it floating around, so I just wanted to look at it just briefly, so that you guys can understand the importance of some of the things that I promote. Algorand is one of them. Stellar is here. You have ZenFin, which is XDC. You also have Ripple XRP, and you also now have IOTA, part of this protocol family. And if this is true, my theory is XRP is gold, Stellar is silver, Algorand is palladium, ZenFin is copper, and IOTA is iridium. That's just some of the things that I've seen out there, reading, coming across when it comes to certain things. That's just that, guys. I'm not gonna speculate too much further, but do your due diligence, come to your own conclusions, and things like that. So that's it for today, guys. Happy Friday again. I hope that you guys are going to have an outstanding weekend, and most definitely try to do something fun, new, and exciting. And if you want to pick up that book, try to read. It's a real short book. It's a real thin paperback book. And if you like to read on your Kindle or whatnot, you could do that as well. But anyway, guys, always stay learning, always stay active, always try to put something out there that will challenge you to do the best and be the best when it comes to taking care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I want those best things for you. But anyway, guys, have a wonderful weekend. And again, hit the subscribe button if you think that I'm worth the subscribe and you enjoy the content. And share the information on your favorite platforms if you don't mind. Hit the like button, the thumbs up, as well as the rumble. Thank you guys again. God bless. Take care. And as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.